Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to more Hand of Fate 2. Hopefully people get the notification and start filing in. Should be a lot of fun. Had such a great turnout for the first stream. Thank you all very much for that just fantastic first stream. I couldn't be happier. We had so much fun. And I'm hoping for even more craziness and fun times. Let's continue. Oh, cool. Now we're to the standard Hand of Fate kind of opening. This is how Hand of Fate, after you load the game back up, you see the dealer messing with all the cards. That's what's happening here as well. You see the dealer with the cards. Just really cool.
I have clawed my way back beyond the 13 gates to this mortal realm.
Ooh, clawed his way back. Campfire. Ah, that's what that card is. I was wondering what that card was there. It's the campfire card. Oh wow, you can change everything. That's cool. I don't see any new options. But that's cool that you can completely change how you look. Whenever you want. I like that. That's cool. That is neat. Let's check a few things here. That stuff's ticking. Okay. Is it be right back? Well, do I want to run High Priestess again while we wait? And wait for people to show up. Because Twitch notifications are notoriously bad, so... Not sure what I want to do. Because things can still unlock and things can still... It should say on Discord anyway. Yeah, it shows I'm streaming. Darn, this is always the worry. Always the sad part after a great stream. Alright. I guess I'll just go in order and we'll we'll go from there. People always wonder why, oh, I always have to wait 10 minutes before the stream actually starts when stuff gets put on YouTube and things, because people start the stream and wait for people to show up. That's always the kicker. People always get annoyed by that. Well, that's because they want people to watch their stuff. And notifications are bad sometimes. Hi, AJ. Like, sometimes people get the Twitch notification like an hour after somebody starts streaming. It's not great. So, I guess we'll continue on. We'll do the Empress.
This game is merely the lesser game. It is not the true game of life and death, merely my model of it. I must prepare you for the challenges you will face when we meet Callus in truth.
Prepare you for the challenges you will face. Hi, Zara. Earn fame in order to wield the legendary weapon Hertha's Ire. Hertha's Ire? Hi, Kerna. Villages on the northern outskirts are under assault from northern raiders. Defeat the mighty shaman who is leading the raids. Earn enough fame to wield the mighty Hertha's Ire. Encounters with northerners are common in these parts. 10 encounters, 8 pieces of equipment, and supplies. Start with an additional 5 food. That's tempting. Area critical strike. We'll start with the soldier's sword. I think we'll do that. Alright, encounters. Burning Building, Cartographer, Stone Gnomish Exchange, Rana's Remarkable Fishing, Unrest in Iron Peak, the Westwind Tavern, which wasn't chosen last time, so we'll go ahead and have the Westwind Tavern. Try Malaclipse's Problem again. We have Winter Solstice. We keep wanting to try the Arm Wrestling, Fork in the Road, Pauper Plague, The Peasant's Son, Fiend in Need, Deepwater, Distressed Damsel, Lost Boy, Man-Eating Tree, Temple Prayers, and Old Maiden I'm going to put in, because Temple Prayers we pay 6 gold and we'll get a blessing. And Old Maiden. Fiend in Need. Gotta get blood. Next journey. How about that? Put in next journey. Stream is lagging for me a bit. Is it lagging for anybody else? Because I don't see I'm dropping any frames. Everything looks good to me. So I'm not sure. Because sometimes it's me. Because internet. Okay. What else? What else do we want? If something just sounds interesting to you, throw it in chat, we'll go with it. We have Burning Building, Cartographer, Winter Solstice.
The ride to our destination is only so long. I would have you prepared before we arrive.
Winter Solstice, let's see. Burning Building, Cartographer, Gnomish Exchange, Rana's Remarkable Fishing, Unrest in Iron Peak, and the Market Thief again, Fork in the Road, Pauper Plague, Peasant's Son, and okay, fishing. Cartographer. Oh, so I'd like to throw in new ones. We've done these. I'd like to throw in some new ones. 2 more. We have 2 more. Peasant's Son. The Peasant's Son. Okay. Unrested Iron Peak, fork in the road. I would do Unrested Iron Peak just because it has a token. I'm really sorry to hear that, Kurna, that your internet's acting up. I hate when that happens. Alright, that's 10. We'll go with those this time. Hi, Felician. Okay. Equipment. We know we're dealing with Northerners. We don't know the Humble Hammer. That's new. Northerner Knockdown will take Winter's Bane. We still haven't seen the Valiant Aegis. That's new, and it's armor. We'll take Extinguisher and Ruby Ring, because we haven't seen those either. Out of what's left... 2 weapons. I'll take Cardinal Blade and the Bash of Perfection. In honor of Kurna, throw the Bard. Okay. It's set. Let's try to see if we can get the big token for this. For here, those that just came in, enough fame. We want fame. Ready, set, go!
In this case, the Empress is a symbol, a leader of the northern clans, but not their only one.
The Empress.
Now we come to one of the new nuances of our game. The hunt for fame and esteem would not work for all players, but it works for you. I can sense it in you. Your pride, your skill. In time, we will learn all of you.
It doesn't work for all players, but it works for you. Fame, pride, skill. Question, are we going back to get tokens for failed areas? That's up to all of you. If you're willing, I am. If you're willing to go back and try, then I'm down to go back and try. You all are just as much a part of the game as I am. Raiders have destroyed our village, the Elder of Talos explains in a hushed voice. They were sent by a dark shaman of the north. They were searching for this. He draws a large warhammer from his cloak. Hithra's ire. 'Tis the only weapon that will break the seal protecting their encampment. He hands you the weapon. Hithra's ire.
Anger is a powerful force.
Oh, and it's super fancy looking. Requires 20 fame. We gotta get to 20. Damage 26. Shockwave. Perform a powerful strike. Causes knockdown. Impact tracks enemies and causes stun. Bash. Additional damage to armor. Heavy. Bash deals additional damage to armor and enemies while they block. That's cool. Susceptible to evade, cannot repulse. 20 fame. That's our goal. Weapon is heavier than you imagine, perhaps weighed down by some hidden magic, preventing you from wielding it to its potential. You earn 20 fame. We require 20 fame to equip this weapon. Earn fame by completing encounters. straight in your eyes as though peering into your soul. Not all weapons are for all men. Only those who have demonstrated great acts of valor and courage may bear Hethra's ire. You do well to remember that. Make it quick. You must find the courage to wield this weapon and defeat the shaman before the 5th village falls. The villages need a hero. The town of Braden is surely in danger and must be warned. No, I didn't. It should be on. Just don't worry. I'll make sure it's on. Just hold on. I need enough likes on Facebook to wield this hammer. Basically, yes. Oh, darn. We only get one question? Okay. Well. The King's Road. Okay, so that's the exit. So we'll go down first. See, I have vote. That's how to use Hithra's ire. Because we're just going to go through all the questions anyway, so I haven't turned it on. Alright, press the button where you all can vote. Great artifacts require great heroes, he explains. Never turn down the opportunity to aid others, seek out greatness, and you will be rewarded. As about the shaman. A twisted creature with great power. Never seen on the battlefield, but I hear she commands her warriors from her camp in the forest to the east. We sent our warriors to find her, but a magical barrier prevents anyone from entering her sanctum. It's said that Hethra's ire can break such a barrier. If she were attacked at her camp, these raids could surely be stopped for good. And the Empire. Empire? What good is the Empire? Not but tax collectors and carrion grows. 6 raids here this year, and not a soldier to be seen. So much for protection. They're less reliable than the worst of gods. Okay, begin our quest. Thank you. I trust the sacrifice of Talos not go in vain. He bows his head. May the gods bring you good fortune. Okay.
Time passes and things change. The advances of the Empire march on, and mystery and magic falls further into darkness. Yet, death stalks the streets of the city.
A pale of smoke casts the city in a dull gray light as you investigate the narrow streets and back alleys of Iron Peak. So the unrest in Iron Peak. Beware the Prince of Poisons, calls a young boy in a short-brimmed cap as he hands out leaflets to the passing crowds. You stop to read a discarded parchment sodden by the damp that clings to the cobblestones. Prince of Poisons strikes again. Another mass poisoning in the back streets of Lowtown. Mayor raises reward to 500 gold. The boy approaches as you finish reading. If you really hope to be saved, you'd best protect yourself. I have just the thing, and at a bargain price. Ask about the silver chest not yet explored. Not yet explored. Sword. Sure. In case we only get one. Okay. Looks like a tie. Never mind. Ask about protection from the Prince of Poisons. The boy looks around to make sure nobody is watching too closely, then discreetly takes a small vial of colorless liquid from his pocket. This tonic was brewed from the fruit of a rare plant that only grows high in the northern hills. It'll boost your strength. give you the edge you need to survive the poison. I like you, stranger. I'm a fair judge of character, and you seem like a good sort. For you, this is only 5 gold. Lose 5 gold to gain 10 max life. Try to steal it, or don't buy it. Okay, we're gonna buy the tonic. Hand over the gold and drink the mixture. There's the 5 gold. 10 max life. A sudden scream has you reaching for your weapon and send the crowd into a panic. A band of armed warriors advances on a silver-haired woman weighed down with an impressive array of weapons. One of the men points menacingly to the woman, declaring, "You sent my brother Mad Eye back to Break-Knuckle Prison, bounty hunter." "Yes," the woman states matter-of-factly. "I did. Perhaps he should learn to accept rejection." "Nobody crosses my family." The warriors rush forward to attack. Okay, looks like
I've waited 100 years for my revenge. It appears I must wait 100 more.
Yes, you must wait 100 more. The old woman says nothing as you move to stand by her while the thugs advance. The Hunter. Old Hunter. Katura? You'll find no charity here. When activated, Katura fires her back-holstered weapon and causes high damage to enemies in range. Stay close to charge her ability faster.
Oh, what's that?
Nothing like the smell of gunpowder to get the blood racing.
No. No. Timed that one wrong. Her good taste in hair color comes from her age, I'm willing to assume. The silver-haired woman puts her guns away, saying, "I didn't ask for your intervention." You check the fallen for anything of use as she turns to leave. Gain equipment. Hey, the Bachelor Purification. Awesome. Yes. Equip that. Gain 3 food. A squad of soldiers appears from further down the street, calling everyone to lay down their arms. Too late to be of use, however. They can do little more than survey the carnage. The garrison captain rides up, addressing the woman curtly. "Katura, causing trouble again?" "It's by doing your job that I make enemies like this," Katura responds sharply. Captain bristles at this remark, but keeps his voice under control as he retorts, "We have more important work to do than chasing street thugs and petty criminals." "And how goes the search for the Prince of Poisons?" Katura asks. "I hear another 12 died at the smelter yesterday." Captain's face fills with anger. But Katura simply turns and walks away, adding, "I have work to do. You know where to find me." The garrison captain screams orders for everyone to disperse, then rides off down the street. His soldiers run to keep up with him, and you slip away before more trouble starts. You leave the troubled town of Iron Peak with the impression that you've not yet seen all it has to offer. So there's more there. We'll have to see. Alright, moving on. The general store. Leave, buy equipment, buy food, buy healing, sell equipment. We don't have anything to sell. Because you can't sell the starting equipment. Well, the starting rusted shield. Hi, Shadow. I just forgot we paid for the tonic, so we don't really have money to do anything. But what equipment did they have? Oh, that humble hammer is 33. Woo, expensive. We can see what the extinguisher does. This does help us. Extinguisher gives us fire resistance. Fire inflicts 40% less damage, and we can wear any number of rings. Also, it requires 3 fame. Not able to just use it. Berserker's Creed requires 6 fame. Stun Bash. Charged Bash causes stun to a single target when activated. Basic Bash causes a brief stun. Damage buff. Deal more damage the more life you lose in combat. And gain +3 gold whenever you draw a gold gain card. Nice! Take 50 hits in combat to make it better because Berserker. Interesting though, you gain extra gold with the Berserker Creed. Humble Hammer. We can wield, just straight up wield the Humble Hammer. Perform a strike that causes damage to an area when activated. Deals 120% damage for every enemy hit. Max 200%. So it'll do 20% more, that's how it happens. Humble Hero. Weapon deals less damage the higher the wielder's fame. Minimum 16 damage. Because you're humble. Interesting. Also heavy. Okay. Alright, we don't have anything, so. Next! The
Wealth
cartographer.
Through exploration. We have many lands to discover, you and I. If you cannot make use of this, I will question your skills.
A traveling cartographer in the process of making the first full map of the Empire wishes to pay you gold for information on areas you've seen in your recent travels. I need not know every stream or stone that lies from here to the capital. I'm sure whatever knowledge you can provide will be of some worth. There are 4 revealed encounters on the map, and he'll give us 8 gold. So for every encounter, it looks like he'll give us 2 gold. So we can just take the 8 gold now, or we can come back later after we've explored everything and get more money. Probably. Right. There is a return later option, which means we can actually encounter him later. Looks tight, and I'm curious if this will actually work. So we're gonna return here later. Okay, we can. Cool. Huh. Arm wrestling. Money.
Dice.
Yeah.
A constant reminder of death. The singular is die, as I'm sure you know, and they are often called bones for the material from which they were crafted. Here, however, they may also bring a touch of life.
That was awesome. I've never thought of it that way. Dice, a constant reminder of death, says the dealer. Because the singular is die. And they're typically called bones from the material they were made of back in the day.
Huh.
Bones.
Interesting. Yeah, I never thought about
Never thought of it that way. Yes, die is singular and dice is plural.
Yes, dice used to be made out of animal bone back in the day.
Yes.
And some creepy people made them out of
human bones. Huntley crumples in defeat almost instantly. You're lucky I'm not 20 or 30 years younger, he says, grumbling. We gained 2 fame. Hey, we got some fame. And 20 gold. You take your reward from the purser on your way out the tavern. When you return, you'll compete in the next round for a larger prize. Okay?
Here's a token for you, if you can earn it.
Accept 9 gold as payment, but we're going to return later. We're going to do the last one, and then we'll come back and see how much money we get.
At what point does honor bend to pragmatism?
This honor bend to pragmatism. Please help, I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you do? Assist the distressed woman? Dice target 14.
Oof.
Or refuse to help.
Yeah, a lot of common phrases nowadays come from how stuff used to be made from.
Yep. Looks like we're helping. Ready? Ready, set, go. Oh, look at that. 16.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
Thank you, the woman says as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. 5 food, which we needed. Extra 7 food, which we definitely use. And 2 fame. Cool.
Sweet.
Alright, let's go get our money.
Hey, Mom, I'm famous.
Right? Thanks for the 25 health. And vote. Good day, sir. Looks like we get 10 gold as payment for information instead of 8. So not that much more. It's not 2 per encounter. The shopper listens intently as you relate what you can remember of the neighboring areas. Gain 10 gold. You spend several hours in his company until he is satisfied you have nothing else useful to add. But we didn't get the token.
Hello, Renard Fox.
Hello. Hello, Reynard Fox. Welcome to the stream. This is interesting. Sounded good to me. We didn't get the token, though. I don't know why. I guess this counts too, even though we could see it? Probably. Probably why. Or maybe you get the token when you first encounter him and don't wait for more money. Maybe. There's options. I'm thinking because it said 6 encounter, 2, 4, 6. It should have walked here first.
Let us see what the next
and then
town
turned
holds.
back and did that. Or maybe we need a big enough map. That's true too. That's the other one. So surprised to see the first stream. I love Hand of Fate. Didn't know you played it. Well, glad you're here. Never played Hand of Fate 2 directly, but I've seen lots of videos for it. Well, I'm playing it completely blind, so a lot of people here for the first time as well. So it should be a lot of fun. There's nothing to turn back to, so we're just going to continue. Next village. A village
Do not
burned.
take lightly the mantle of fame. Being a figurehead is not without consequences.
That's true. There are consequences with fame. Not that I know anything about that, but a storm brews as you arrive at Braden and find it under attack from raiders. So, Trapper of Frost and 3 of Frost. 3 of Toil. As the village burns, the 3 brave farmers attempt to defend the last of the surviving villagers. One calls out, "Please help! We must stop these savages before all is lost!" You draw your weapon and rush to their aid.
Fame causes many issues. I learned that last night.
Not here may have fats. Plus, nobody here watches NCAA football anyway.
That's true.
On the frozen plains, prey are few and far between. The keen eyes of a trapper see all. Trappers throw hunting traps that snare their targets. Use evade to avoid the traps or change direction rapidly to break free.
They fancy. They look cool though.
They do look cool. All the designs of the enemies are really cool so far.
Don't let them hit me! I'm too handsome for violence.
I'm too handsome for violence. Whatever, Bard.
My face doesn't look like my face.
Yeah. Just a little slow. I need to get the ability. We need to use it to get the token. There we go.
Oh, that's cool. Those games we can something useful.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Shout out to the people who helped the week.
Yeah, for sure. Extinguisher.
A
Cool.
useful tool, but simple magic.
A useful tool, but simple magic. Increase fire resist, and we actually have the fame to use it, so might as well. Gain 4 fame. We're up to 8. The surviving villagers rush to the farmer's aid and tend their wounds. "Thank you, hero," they cry. "You have saved our people, but sadly our village is no more. Please accept this small token of our gratitude for saving all the peasants." Oh, none of them died. Good. So I guess you get 1, maybe, and then +1 for each one that survives. Maybe. We also gain 3 food. Food is always welcome. And 5 more food. Always welcome. It is not time to celebrate. They are surely mustering to raid the town of Terran. They point further south down the riverbank. If you are a true hero, you will surely save them. With another village lost to the northerners, you set out for the next town without delay. There's the next town, but of course we're going explore. Next,
You'll
another
notice
distressed
that my
damsel.
carriage does not stop for every distressed traveler along the way.
My carriage does not stop for every distressed traveler along the way. So while votes come in, hope all of you are having a really good day. It's nice to see a lot of you back and a few new faces. It's the same damsel. Yeah, make sure you have the pound sign, or it doesn't count. Not my rule. That's
That's the
Game and
game
Twitch's rule.
Don't worry, it's gotten everybody.
Yeah, it's gotten everybody. Don't worry. All right. Oh, come on.
Oh, you're just one off. Come on.
Yeah, but now I have to reroll. Ah! I've been really unlucky with that
I'm
single
somewhat
roll.
surprised you lost that one.
Me too. I'm also somewhat surprised. Why, thank you. Now, if you'd be so kind as to give me all of your gold. The woman draws a pair of concealed blades from her corset. Come on out, boys! So when you don't succeed, She's
She just robbed you.
she's a it's like bait.
Yeah, she's bait.
Uncover a certain number of cards. Okay, so it is a bigger map. We were guessing around, so we have to have a bigger map. That's cool. You have no time to react as a group of bandits spring from hiding. Well, I'm just gonna have to stop all of you. Do we get fame now? Maybe. I would think so, to stopping these bandits. I think we should get fame.
We're doing a good thing?
Yeah, we're doing a good thing, quote unquote.
I like how they changed the battle start animation for this game from Anime 1.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Every hero must have a heroic sword by their side. This, however, is utterly ordinary. It is just a basic soldier sword. But better than our rusty sword.
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this.
Well, at least it's not a rusty sword.
Yeah, basically. Just off with my parries today. But the rusty sword might become the mana sword. Not this one. Does speech searcher ready for valuables? Oh, now we roll for loot. On the money, but I'll take it. Gain 4 fame. And we found some food. We get 5 food. And 3 food. But no equipment. When we succeed, we get equipment. So. Let's go here.
When
Raiders
the hero
ambush.
runs in, the villain takes their time to bait their trap. Be careful, lest they put you in your place.
That's true enough. A rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in danger. You turn as the cords of a northern bola wrap around your body. And 2 trappers. Party of northerners charges at you as you break free. We've been ambushed. Did you get more fame for failing the first die roll? It seems that way. Same fame? Did we get 4 from the other one? I can't remember. Same fame but no equipment? No equipment. Definitely no equipment. This fancy looking thing. The Bastion of Purification. Nell was a wildly inventive craftsman, and also quite mad. Doesn't look like it.
By sea and sun, fate and fane.
Ah! You, I'll get. But your attack broke the bull about to catch you. Huh? True fame. With the Raiders defeated, you contemplate your next move. We can either search for spoils or continue on our journey. That'd be cool though if you could slice the bowl on it and cut it before it hit you. That'd be really good. Like the good dragons we are, we're gonna search for spoils. Pain. So, 2 good things, 2 bad things. There's risk with this one. It's fine right now. I have a terrible time tracking the cards. What it's worth, I'm with the number 2 on chat. So see what happens. Oh, lost 15 life. Ow. Ha! You two were right with number 4. We got food. As you search for valuables, one of the Northerners grabs you. With his last breath, he runs his blade into your side. Good news is we do have a lot of food, so we can camp. Run is remarkable fishing. While strolling the docks of Iron Peak, a tattooed woman calls to you from a small fishing sloop. As she shakes your hand, she introduces herself as Rana Ishmael, captain of the SS Remarkable. I like that. SS Remarkable. You look strong of arm and sure of aim. Have you ever considered a career in the fast-paced world of deep-sea harpoon fishing? This is why you double tap with the raiders. That's why you double tap. You all know how much I like fishing, right? In games. We won't have like a fishing minigame here, unfortunately. Otherwise, that'd be the entire stream, and people would leave, and that would be sad. As about harpoon fishing, it's a popular pastime amongst the kinds of folks who need to prove their physical prowess, she says, brandishing a rust-covered harpoon. I can get you out on the water right now, or for a little extra gold, I know where I can acquire a premium harpoon. It'll help steady your aim. Behind her, the sea beckons. Current gold is 35, just in case you're not looking down there. Okay.
The table has changed, yet the stakes remain the same. Life or death.
Alright, we're not purchasing the premium harpoon, it looks like. We're just gonna fish now. Captain Rana sails your boat away from the docks out onto the open waters. As the shoreline disappears, Rana drops anchor. You need me to tell you how this works? Are you ready to throw some harpoons around? Nope, I want to know how this works. So, puts one arm on your shoulder and points down into the water. We call that the ocean. It's got fish in it. If you throw your harpoon down there and it hits one, I'll blow it up for you. Aw, thank you, Kurna. You'll want to be careful of the reef wall. If your harpoon ends up there, you might as well kiss it goodbye. Deeper you go, the bigger the fish. Though you can never be too certain what you'll catch. That's the deal, right? Finally, there's a shipwreck down there. An old merchant vessel. See that golden glimmer? If you need a target fair and true, I'd aim for that. You get a firm grip on the harpoon and take aim at the reef below. This might start a card, so... Oh, this is different.
The pendulum swings like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
Oh, neat. Okay. Well, I can do that. That's timing.
Nicely timed.
Thank you. That I can do. That's a new minigame. I had a shot with that one. Your harpoon descends further into the reef. Okay? Almost missed. The harpoon descends to the lowest reaches of the reef. The merchant vessel's treasure glitters tantalizingly on the ocean floor. Ooh, red. And the gold is very small. Got it.
Breathe. You have done well.
Breathe, you have done well. How did you know I was holding my breath? Your harpoon buries itself into something solid. Rena hauls your ketchup onto the deck.
A tool of life and of death.
Requires 10 fame. Has 5 uses. Dead man's hand. Last shot. Aim a spell that deals 50 damage to the first enemy it hits. Causes more damage when your life is low. Max 500 damage. Powerful combat item with a limited number of uses. Right, like I said, last shot. Right before you go down, you're taking a lot of damage. Cool. Among the coins and confused sea urchins, you spy a curious gauntlet. It hums with arcane powers. You slide it over your hand.
Nicely done.
And we get the token. The sun hangs low on the horizon. Rana raises the anchor and says, time to return to the docks and to distribute the sea's bounty. Rana scoops a pile of gold coins out of the waterlogged treasure chest. Not what I was expecting to haul up, but good enough. 15 gold. Rana gives you a casual salute, a bucket of chum dangling from her arm. You ever want to go out on the water again? You know where to find me. Yeah, in a way it is like Matt's Revenge. The lower our HP, the more damage it does. Well, that was super cool. Next.
The shadow folk appear to have found your trail.
The Peasant's Son. You follow frenzied rumors of vampires and werebeasts to a derelict farm deep in the lowlands. A thin farmer tilling the rocky soil looks up in desperate hope at your approach. No, never mind. I appreciate the attempt at the save, Kern. Please, our little Timos was taken by a monster with bloody claws and gleaming eyes. They came through the walls. He points a shaking finger at the hills. Sure enough, you find the boy huddled at the back of a menacing cave. As you draw near, hulking cloaked figures emerge from the shadows to surround you. Elder of Shadow. Ooh, this doesn't sound great. Hero, one of the beasts hiss. We knew you would take this simple bait. Now relinquish your power. You draw your weapon. Shadows can counterattack. Light weapons are recommended. I don't have light weapons. Shadow Elder. The royal lines of Lesahora houses are blessed with privilege and, more importantly, power. Elders can summon shadows before entering blood madness. Use a fade to avoid their attacks. Okay. Artifact. Right bumper. Got it.
I hope this works. Yeah.
Oh, you're dead. Come on. Say hello to the pseudo shadows. Yeah, that's our first time seeing that. +4 fame. Weeping the peasant falls to embrace the sun. Thank the gods, Timos. Thank the gods. The small family gathers a dusty bundle of what they can in gratitude. Braggart. A blessing. Gain +10 fame when you lose any gambit, then discard this card. Ha! Even when you lose, you win. Get that ace up your sleeve. And that's
now
enough.
The power is yours to use.
It's a heavy weapon. But you know what? Let's do it. And 25 life. Woo!
It appears you are worthy to wield the weapon of champions. The raiders will hide from you no longer.
You turn Hithra's ire over in your hands. The rune on its face begins emitting a golden light. It is unclear if it now weighs less or you have found newfound strength. But either way, you can now wield the mighty hammer. Worthy hero. That's cool. That's really awesome. I have the power! Thank you, Zareth. Thank you so much. Have enough fame to equip Hethra's ire. Malaclips looks on in awe. Wow. That would earn a pretty penny at the markets, but first, let's use it to break the barrier to the Northern Raiders camp, slay the shaman, and stop the raids once and for all.
No, first we're going to use it to get you out of a party.
Bad part. Not selling awesome weapon. The Sanctum. Remembering the Elder of Talos' instructions, you set out toward the Sanctum of the Shaman. Oh, if we didn't have enough, we'd continue to the next village. And we have, what, 5 villages, it said? So you probably get 5 sets of cards.
Yeah.
You know, maybe something like that. Or until you draw, like, the 5 the village burns cards. Locate and defeat the shaman. Alright. There's one more thing in our way. An ambush.
If you fall in a
right
trap
before.
once, you may blame error. To fall in the same trap again smacks of foolishness.
Fair enough. Frost, Trapper, Jeez. Now there's more. Alright, let's try this thing out. No more shield, I don't think. But we do have the strong weapon. Yeah, because it's two-handed. Oh, there's the gauntlet! I just noticed the gauntlet, the last shot. That's cool looking. Failing to get the fame would be really hard. Yeah, this challenge seemed way easier than the High Priestess yesterday. That was hard.
The blessings were a lot of luck.
Yeah. Bestowed to the people of the western fishing villages by the clans of the north in a time of peace and prosperity.
By sea and sun, fate and fane!
It hits really hard. That's for sure. Oh, and you were stunned, so you're just out of luck. Oh, stand up.
That helps.
Yeah, this thing's cool. Bard's dead? You can still throw him. Technically, he was just in-capped. But you're still correct. We could throw him. With the Raiders defeated, do we want to try for the spoils again? Because we know it's 50-50. or do we just want to move on and go to the boss? Bard protects you from the hit in the end. That's right, he did. As much as we talk bad about the Bard, that shield is useful. In battle, he's useful. Out of battle, he has been nothing but a hindrance. Give it a shot. Looks like we're giving it a shot. Search for spoils. Alright, pay attention. Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh. Go with the one with 0%. Haha. Letting you choose in. How dare you, Zarin? I think it's 2. 2. Oh, lost 3 gold. The first one would have been oh well. Search for valuables. He takes 3 gold. He didn't really. He ran his blade through us and nicked our money pouch. And lost a little bit of money. Okay, camp.
Campfires offer a chance to see what your companion has to say about your current challenge.
All hail the defender of villagers, the traders cheer. Come, make camp and join us. Food for sale and equipment. We don't really need the food. I am mainly here for this. Malcolm tries to wheedle some wine from a tired trader. Of course he does. Trade around to some baked apples. Okay. Let's see what the equipment is. The Berserker's Creed. It'll give us 5 defense and all that other stuff. Do we want to buy the Berserker Creed for 36 gold, considering we are just about to end this mission, I believe. Considering we got the hammer and the final thing changed. So... buy it. Yes, yes. Yes. Why not? You got the gold, go for it. Alright. Better than our adventurer's
Power
garb.
Rage grants is often misunderstood.
Light stun bash, and we have stun bash instead, but it requires more defense. That damage buff as we lose life. Yeah, better than the cotton shirt we have with no defense. Alright. Let's go.
You have prepared yourself for this battle. Now you must face it. But not alone, perhaps.
It is the Talos Elder. It is as the Talos Elder said, Malaclips remarks. The Shaman's Sanctum is protected by a magical barrier. Best you try that hammer. Raise Hector's ire above your head and bring it down against the magical wall with all your might. The hammer finds its mark and you're immediately engulfed in a blizzard of snow and ice. The howling winds spin you this way and that, then vanish as quickly as they had appeared. Disoriented, you look around for Malaclips, but he is nowhere to be found. You find your bearings and realize you're standing in a forest clearing covered in newly fallen snow. You step back and bump into something. Turning, you see a towering northern clansman, bald and brutal.
He has brute strength, if nothing else.
The Wanderer. He does not flinch, nor seems even the slightest bit interested in you. He stands with weapons drawn and brow lowered. You turn to follow his gaze. Frost Shaman, Frost Trapper, and Four of Us. Then you see her, sitting on a throne of wicker and thorns. Small, straw-plaited charms and oddities hanging from the trees behind her. Before her kneel countless raiders, worshipping their leader in an eerie stillness. The defender of villages and the exiled one, the shaman says with a hiss. She steps down from her throne. I know why you have come. Let this end. Oh, okay. You were exiled, so you want revenge. That's okay. I hope you know how to fight, hero, says the bald northerner calmly. There are more warriors here than we can kill. To defeat a snake, you must cut off its head. You ready your weapon as the shaman and her clansmen surround you. A huge blizzard happened. Malaclips got blown to who knows where. But this outcast, this exile northerner, wants revenge, so he'll help us. Raid Leader Gerda. Raid leaders are the front line of the Northern Assault, centers of tactical and religious guidance. The shaman casts spells that heal her allies. Attack her quickly to interrupt the spell. You're a healer. Also, the Sabertooth goat? Yeah, that's a good point. I was like, Sabertooth, and then I saw that. Yeah. Cool design, though.
It is a cool design.
I do not know you. Yet we will fight together. Stand clear of my blades. I will stand clear of yours.
That's fair. You're a healer. Where'd you disappear to? Get out.
Taking your hat.
Also taking your hat. The shaman's body writhes as the dark spirit leaves her chest and vanishes into the air. The remaining raiders flee into the forest. As the skies clear, the sun beams down on the colossal warrior that had fought alongside you. I am Kavjorn, he explains. I was born to the northern clans, but I am clanless now. You do not know us, but we were not always like this. Perhaps one day the clans will return to the tradition they have lost. You have befriended Kavjorn the Wanderer. You and I have cleared a small part of the stain from my honor this day. If you call, I will answer. He reaches out a massive hand and clasps your forearm. Let us head back and find your friend. And with that, you and Kavjorn make your way back to the forest in search of Malaclips.
Another card returns to my deck. Do not worry, I have more challenges before you will be ready to face my foe. Well done. Another northerner falls before you, and a new companion joins your journey.
For defeating the Shaman of the North. Armor of Gluttony. Ring of Food. That sounds useful. Pious Robes. Frontier Barbet. That was really cool. Evil Healer. Yep, but I'm a healer. I know exactly how to deal with healers. Also some new adventures. Fame and Shame. Watchtower. Raiders Ambush. And Bridge Skirmish. For proving yourself a worthy hero, we do get Hethra's Ire. For befriending Kavjorn, Clan Eyebright. As he goes for his revenge, I like he has a different on the top right. different thing for his card. And him, Commodore himself, the Wanderer. For defending all of the villages. Elder's Gift. That's cool. It's super fancy. Look at that. Do you still need 20 fame to wield the hammer? Probably. Maybe. This is always one of my favorite parts, is watching the token and seeing all the new cards you get. It's always one of the favorite things. Yes, you do. Okay, still need the 20 fame. For landing the catch of the day, Dead Man's Hand can now be thrown into the deck.
You have done well. You understand the basic rules of the game now. From here, they will change.
You understand the basic rules. Now, they will change. Alright, we got a bunch of options. We can attempt to go back to the High Priestess, but I would like to find more ways to get blessings before we try that again. We also have the Emperor right before we, before the new stuff. You can't run out of bards. How many of those do you have? 50! I didn't do this all night. All with a different, all palette swapped and with slightly different names.
Right. Just change the vowel, it's fine.
And then it's okay. If everything goes completely wrong, we can hide behind the body, the wall of dead bards. Anybody gets that reference, you're amazing. Alright. We have the Emperor. We also have the 3 new adventures we can go on. The Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot. So, something new, or we do the Emperor? What do you think, chat? Yeah, Maze, there we go. Like I said, you're amazing. Hi, Ba. Hi, I probably said that wrong and I apologize, but hi. Good evening for France. Awesome.
I was thinking we're going to want to do all of the quests eventually.
Correct. We will do them all eventually. And even if you all want to go back and get gold on ones we haven't, at least try. Some of these will probably get really, really crazy. What are the other things? Let's see. We have the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Chariot. Those are our current options. That's a good one, Maze. My slight OCD tendencies makes me prefer doing them in sequence.
You gotta come with you. I would do it in sequence too.
Yeah, me too. But
Let's see what the chat says.
hi, Sky.
Hey, Sky.
Welcome back. Let's see. Hierophant, Chariot. Kind of a mix from everybody. Kind of a mix, so I'm gonna go in order right now. We're gonna do the Emperor.
It is not one game now, but a score, each with its own nuance and delicate approach.
Thieves have stolen a relic from the Emperor's palace. The Empire are looking to hire adventurers to help recover this and other items. Explorer, the road ahead may be long. Ensure you have enough food to avoid starvation. Bandit Country. The wilds are a lawless land and perfect hiding place for thieves on the run. Come prepared. Also, Pathfinder. Use map reveal to help navigate the treacherous wilds. This one may be tough. Alright, I kind of already have an idea, but Trickster or Wanderer? We'll take a quick look at the Wanderer, Calvator. Berserker's Charge, 22-second cooldown. When activated, Calvator performs a charge attack that causes stun to multiple targets. Stay close to charge his ability faster. Bonus die. Optionally roll an extra die after missing the Dice Gambit's target, but lose your companion for 3 turns. Also, he's a melee fighter, fights at close quarters with 2 swords. Nice, he dual wields. Wanderer. Basically, Malaclips or Calvator. Wanderer.
I understand you can only take one, you can't take both.
Correct. Wanderer, Calvator, yeah, one that I knew already, but can't say I didn't ask.
I doubt the Northerner can offer you anything. Time will tell.
You'll see. Alright, 10 encounters. We're going to throw his in here. Clan Eyebright. Burning Building, Gnomish Exchange, Westwind Tavern, Cartographer again. Let's see. Back to the Unrest in Iron Peak. Again, I'm going to throw that back in here. Watchtower. We didn't see Winter Solstice, so that's still here. Arm Wrestling. We need to do that one. I want Elder's Gift. Let's see. Bridge Skirmish. Fame and Shame. Fork in the Road. Pauper Plague. I like the Precision. Fight Northerners. You can fight Northerners there, really. Old Maiden, because I like the help. Gnomish Exchange. I did promise Gnomish Exchange. Winter Solstice from before. I threw that in already, didn't I? No. Winter Solstice. Okay. 3 more. Anybody else got any requests? Including... Any request for cards?
I'm looking for
Bridge Skirmish. Trying to give everybody one. As many as I can. Yep, I threw in Elder's Gift because it looks super fancy.
Oh yeah.
So I'm taking it.
Trying to get some.
That's it. I get my half. That will help me, and then I give you all the others. Ah, Fiend in Need again. You all really like this card, and it will be the death of me. But fine, Fiend in Need. One more. Rethrow in Rana's Fishing. I liked Rana's Fishing.
Yeah, the fishing was pretty cool.
We'll throw it in. We still have a few new ones, so I'm happy with that. Trying to keep it fresh. Alright. Looks good. Equipment. Now you do take the 20... You do take the 20 fame, but... And you swing like a truck. And the stun is really nice. Let's see, we're going to be facing thieves. Still haven't seen the Aegis. You're new, you're new, you're new. All of you are new. I'm trying to get some new stuff. Let's go. We need some weapons. Cardinal Blade, because I really like it. And yeah, Dead Man's Hand. We only have one weapon, so we'll take a starting weapon with us. It said we should take food, but I'm not going to take food. I want a starting weapon. Let's, damage area. Against shadows. What's your thing? Repose 25 northerners by attacking immediately. Oh, well, I've not been good about that either. Activate weapon ability 30 times. Okay. These means they're specific to a given challenge. Oh. So I figured. One-hand weapon required for it. We don't know, maybe. The shield, one-hand weapon required. Okay. Yeah, I figured that because of the upper right with he had the claw marks. Area. No, I'll take the soldier sword. Okay. Looks like our deck. Let's get started.
These foes I place before you, these rules, I do not know truly if they will train you for the challenges that Callus will place in your way. Of course, we know how this part of the story ends. The Emperor is merely the face on the throne. Behind him, the usurper pulls the strings. The one who sits upon the throne of life and death has a great influence upon the world. Their very soul permeates the lands and fills the hearts of the people.
Interesting. Also, you all gave him a top hat. I just noticed.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I think that was from the Good Day.
Yeah, the Good Day, sir. Whew, now we're back down to the five food. This will be interesting. A shrill voice of the town crier rings out across the market square. The Emperor himself seeks adventurous guild members. Urgent expedition, vital to the safety of the Empire. You spot a crowd of travelers weighed down with weapons and tools lingering nearby. The Empire is offering a reward just to set off on the expedition. Even more if we make it back. That's how desperate they are for help. Dealer adds a gold counter to the map. You get gold just for being like, yeah, I'm in.
The Empire does not ask for much, but in the end, they take everything.
On arriving at the gates of the royal palace, an armed escort leads you directly to the Emperor's chambers. The Emperor remains still and silent as his chief council lays out the expedition. Few relics from the last age still endure in this world. We had one in this very room until last night. She gestures to an empty pedestal. Not only must you reclaim the stolen symbol of our power, we ask you gather its 3 sibling relics. Deliver the relics safely. Find all 4. Let's examine the pedestal. An ornate pillow sits atop a stone pillar. In the dust you make out the shape of a jagged blade. It was a ceremonial sword. It sat for decades under our protection. We're not protecting it, you understand. We're protecting those who would try to possess it. The blade is cursed. Its venom strikes both wielder and foe in equal measure. Who stole the artifact? Evidence suggests a thief. They seized on a weak spot in our guard's schedule. There are many treasures in the palace. It's curious that this is all they stole. Alright. Hold, adventurer. It took skilled and dangerous thieves to steal the artifact. We need to ensure you'll be safe out there. See our training officer on the way out.
A keen eye will notice that themes repeat themselves. Events too. The wheel ever turns.
Greeted by Captain Estrella IV. Thieves are cowards at heart. They'll dodge your heaviest attacks just as they dodge their civic duty. Spoken like a true captain of the guard. A swift blade is best to defeat them. Here, try these out. Dual-wield weapons are effective against fast enemies like thieves, but are weak against armored enemies like Empire. Cutthroat's blades.
I never understood the duel. If you are at war, use every tool at your disposal. If not, let things lie.
Stun thieves require 14 hits. Perform 6 strikes to cause stun to thieves. Stunned enemies take 150% damage when hit. Against thieves, Repose deals 150% damage. Light hits increase during a combo. Repose to stun enemy counterattacks. Weak against enemies with high defense because it only does 8.
Still, you find yourself hunting relics. Do you not wonder why or what they may do?
So, cartographer. If we have to do this again. Because I don't think we took cartographer this time. Note. Make a note. Your quest takes you far away from the city. Vast wildlands stretch out before you, with our 3 food. Your companion reminds you of the Emperor's mission. One relic was stolen by brazen thieves. Another is in the clutches of a shady merchant. One is enshrined in a small village in the east. As for the last, oh. Whew. Oh, the merchant keeps moving. Open wilds.
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
The wilds are welcoming, their bounty plentiful. In the bed of a river, you find some discarded coins. Hey, 10 gold. Alright, 10 gold.
I am torn between my loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
You trespass on gnomish ground, humans, the voice calls out, as a dozen small creatures leap from the trees around you. The penalty for this transition is death. Make peace with your gods! And we're now attacked by gnomes. Yeah, exactly. Malcolm's isn't here.
Oh crap, we forgot our meat shield.
All the gnomes. Gnomes everywhere.
Alright, let's see how
Oh no. I don't think of them as gnomes. The way they're holding the spear. I'm already dead.
They're creepy looking.
They're reminding me of pygmies from Diablo. Fiercely territorial. Trespass in gnomish lands and face the consequences. pesky, persistent, and impossible to hit. Gnomes cause snare, evade to avoid, or struggle to break through. Gnomes can only be deterred with a finisher.
Think he's wishing.
Da, 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 da. Kick! Hunt! Channel your inner Randy Orton.
Where's our helper?
Where is our helper? Not here because no.
Did he not do that?
Yeah. The battered gnomes pick themselves up from the battlefield and approach you cautiously. Alright. The penalty for this training session is no longer death. We'd like to parlay. Things have changed now that I have punted them.
This gameplay turned to FIFA all of a sudden.
True! Yeah! We just played some FIFA, it's fine. Also, hi! Hi, Warlock, welcome to the stream. We seek arms to defend ourselves, a gnome declares loudly. Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you something. No, I want my sword. I'll give you some food for a helmet, one of the small folk claims. I'll share the secrets of this land for a ring. Oh, if I had a ring. Knowing where everything is here would be great.
Right.
Give me a weapon and I can wield one and one for my brother. We've got gold. Give me a weapon I can wield. Rewards depend on the equipment type traded. All we have is... Well, we do have the other blade, right? Yeah. Weathered blades. We don't have any... We have a weapon. Do we want to give them the blades for money, basically? Yes or no? Because that's all we got to give. It'd be give up the dual wield blades we have now.
But we'll still have a weapon.
We still have we still have the sword if we want to use that. And we have withered, we have like rusty versions of the blades
Gotcha.
as
Okay.
well if we want to do it. Kick them again, right? Alright, give them something. We'll give them the cutthroat blades. You surrender the equipment to the gnomes. Satisfied, they offer payment in return. 15 gold.
Okay.
Plus 20 gold. Yes, gold. Yes, money.
Got some fame out
The toothless gnome and his brother turn the daggers over in their hands and nod approvingly before disappearing into the bushes, dragging the blades behind them. You gain 2 fame. As the gnomes retreat to the forest, they offer a dire warning. Goblins are on the march, human. They hunt us, whether for food or sport, we know not. Beware. Beware the gibbering horde. Another 2 fame. And our token. Alright, time to start starving. Now it's the...
Yet inattention leads to disaster. Not every inch of the wilderness is peaceful.
Okay, lost a blessing. But I didn't have a blessing. Good job. Let's see, if I can live for 8 steps, we can hold out for a little bit longer. The wilds are sometimes treacherous and harmful. While traversing a dangerous cliff face, you slip and lose your footing. Though relatively unharmed, the same cannot be said for the pack of traveler rations that broke your fall. Poor tidings, lose food. Enough food.
Your supplies are exhausted. Unless you find some food, you will surely perish.
Ow.
You are starving now. Every fresh encounter will cause you damage. Tread carefully.
Yep, we lose 10 health every step. You pluck some juicy wild berries from a thorn-covered thicket. The realization they are poisonous arrives far too late. Ow, there's another 10.
A moment of peace on your travels. Savor it.
The wilds are welcoming their bounty plentiful. You harvest succulent berries from a nearby thicket. Oh, find food, alright.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if we can get the first of our relics.
There is little I can say that will stop an adventurer pilfering ancient artifacts.
The village of Dunrich is unremarkable, save for a tiny, near-forgotten shrine. Here you find another relic, resting on a dusty altar. An old woman greets you. I see you're interested in our relic. Local legends tell of a time when a great hero will come to claim it. Until then, it remains here under our watch. Claim we are the hero, take the relic by force, or just leave. If we leave, can we return later with more fame? Probably, correct. If we leave, we could probably come back later. Alright, looks like what is. Claim we are the hero. The woman scoffs. You're not the hero we were promised, though I do sense greatness within you, a spark of nobility. Return to us when your soul burns brightly. We need 15 fame. Do we want to go get the fame? Take the relic by force? Or take the relic by force? Leave is we go and try to get the fame. Okay, we'll be back. Leave the temple behind, planning to return once you've achieved greater fame or are better prepared for a fight. Alright, moving on.
Even peace hides steel within.
Wilds are home to many a rebel, criminal, and beast. Use the soldier sword. We have Trapper and Frost. See, I'm okay if things go wrong, being the first time playing. Like, it's fun because we make the choices together. Yeah, he dual wields. His family lost, his clan turned against him. Culvejourn has traveled south in search of meaning. When activated, Culvejourn performs a charging attack that causes stun and may knock down weakened enemies. Stay close to the charge the ability faster.
I wish you an honorable death.
Right right before I press the right trigger. Where's that trapper? +4 fame. We gain some equipment. Ring of food.
So much magic comes down to simple needs in the end, don't you find?
Optionally discard any non-food gain card to receive 2 food. So, like, +10 gold. Nah, I'll take 2 food instead. Cool.
Not bad.
Yes, I want 2 food. Because we'll get the 10 health over 2 turns from the food. And less chance of starting. Let's go here. Traveler's rations broke our fault. Ugh. Yep, any number of rings is said, which is cool. Fiend in need. You all know how this works.
We found his raid payment yet?
No, because I think it goes into the current deck and it. Something like that. Alright, suck sulfur. 30% life. Next.
I can only imagine Sin's face right now.
Oh, Raider, you missed the first stream. Alright, again, 30% more life, down to 32.
To quickly catch you up, we found this guy earlier, and we let him drink our blood for a while.
I had 10 life left before chat decided, you know, that's the cutoff line.
Yes, and now I just finished seeing the footage. Okay.
Oh, okay. Come aboard the crazy blood train.
Just for sheer fact we don't have much food, I'm stopping sooner.
$23. Then you proceed to beat the boss without getting hit. True, but challenges are getting tougher. True, but that's all part of the fun, right, Raider?
We're not that mean, are we?
$16. Okay, looks like that's it. That's it. You will not regret this. Shadows seem to gather about his person until nothing remains. Debt repaid.
I have little sense of trust for wandering merchants. True bargains are rarely found with those who are unwilling to wait around for their customers to test their wares.
Correct. Yeah, we just start another one. It's roguelike. No, it's fine. Like I said, I'm having a blast with chat being a part of it because you all will do stuff that I never will. And that makes it fun. It's fun when all of you can be a part of it. It's something I always cared about the channel when I first started. I wanted everybody to be a part of it, not just watching, but you know, talking and enjoying it. And with games like this where I can turn it on, you all being a part of it. I think it's cool. Sorry, I didn't start the vote. Do it again. I thought I pressed X, but I guess I didn't.
For shame.
Yeah. Buy the relic, try to negotiate a better price, threaten to take it by force, which is probably not the right answer at all.
To the game of life and death.
Is it fun being on low HP? No. As a healer that I am? No, but who knows? I might just come out looking awesome. Or the other 99% is me losing. So we're going to try to negotiate a better price. The shifty salesman. Make your best offer. Dice target 5. Haggle. If you win, the price will be reduced by the total of the dice. If you lose, he may refuse to sell the relic to you.
Just imagine when you get the gauntlet that does more damage when your life is low, I guess.
If you find it. Alright, roll the dice. And the target's 5. 12. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Buy it for 28. We have 80 gold. Just to remind you. Rolled well for the negotiation, though.
Yeah. Dropped it from, what was it, 50?
From 40.
40?
Yeah, because I rolled 12, so it lowers by 12.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Ah, I'll buy it at a high price. This merchant could never be that merchant, because that merchant is super awesome. Alright, buying the relic now. Only ever seen this much coin in my dreams. The merchant seems pleased with the sale. Cover relic, lose 28. Cursed Helm of Ogagu. The wielder of this item will gain a new curse. This card cannot be discarded. Ow, have a curse. Head start, or hard start. The first 3 hits received in combat deal 200% more damage. Because remember, these are cursed. They're all cursed. Ow. You examine the relic closely and feel a sense of great unease. Okay, that's 1. I figured they were all cursed. Doesn't shock me any. Treacherous Wilds. Poison. Take 5. Again. Dangerous Wilds. Musket of Steel and 4 Blight. Heavy weapons are recommended against Empire. I don't have heavy weapon. Really? I have Villager's Axe, I guess. Let's stick with the sword. Oh, of course. He just draws from the curse deck. The curses aren't stacked. No damage run, go. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're having to do now. Musketeer. Deadly at a distance. Only the most skilled are recruited in musketry. Musketeers fire heavy attacks. Defend with the shield, else evade for your life. Make sure you're stunned. That's that. I like how that group looks. 2 musketeers and 3 zombie-type creatures, right? Gain 4 fame. 1 equipment from 2. Nah, I know I need the food, but I want equipment. Armor of Gluttony, Pious Ropes. Let's see. Armor of Gluttony. Food defense. Gain plus 30% defense if you have plus 20 food. Gain plus 2 food or plus 1 food in Endless after every encounter in which you receive a gain card. Excludes the camp encounter. It is medium armor. It's a little more heavy. Pious Robes. Corrupted deal. Don't starve. Lose 1 max life instead of taking starvation damage. Max life. But you wouldn't die until way later. Yeah, both are really tempting.
Yeah.
I'll let you all vote. Armor or robes? So 4 for the robes, 1 armor, robes. Hashtag robe. Can't decide. Yeah. These are both good choices. Armor. More people for the robes. We'll take the robes.
Think about what has been lost simply to grant you comfort.
Yeah, gain health. 5 food. Okay. It'll still be good. 3 food from you all in chat. Thank you. Open wilds. Wilds are welcoming, they're bounty plentiful. A delight aroma leads you to a troop of hardy morsels. Use them to prepare a nourishing meal. Plus 10 max life. Yes. Cool. I want to catch up to whatever this is. Dangerous wilds. Anarchist of Greed and Terror of Light weapons recommended against thieves. Yeah, but they're not that. He ain't that tough anyway. We needed 15 for the relic. Get out. We traded there. +4 fame. Continue. Dead Man's Hand or the Cardinal Blade? Ooh. Well, I'm taking Dead Man's Hand. The way you are, the way you're going, chat. I'm gonna take Dead Man's Hand. Gain 10 life. More Treacherous Wilds. Poison again. Darn it. Lose 10. Stop running! Treacherous Wilds again. Oh, lost 13 max life.
And so we see the home of the Northerner and his reasons for leaving.
Man, we don't have a company called Jordan to his village. We requires a blessing. We don't have a blessing. Invite you to accompany him. Lame.
Happy.
If it didn't black out though. So if we get a blessing, we can come back. Open Wilds. Soothed and reinvigorated. 10 life. I will catch you. Unrested
These
Iron
tokens
Figure.
represent the expansion of the game. More options, more cards, more opportunities.
Beware the Prince of Poisons. May raise reward to 500. Okay. 2 or 4. The things we've not yet explored. Because that's how we're going to continue this. Okay. Ask about the disheveled children in the alleyway. Boy looks over to where you're pointing. Most of them lost their parents to poison and live on the streets now. The boy shakes his head in pity, saying, "Came from a good home, some of them. It won't last on the street. Don't even know what corners are best to beg at." Well, we do have the pious robes. Offer the children food. Children dressed in clothes once embellished with silver buttons and lace, but now torn and covered with soot swarm around you as you approach with food in hand. We have... all we can do is give one food. If we had more, we could give more. Dozen filthy hands tear the offered morsel to shreds as the children scramble for what little they can get. Lose 1 food, but gain 1 fame. One girl approaches and offers her thanks. She stands staring at you as you turn to leave the alleyway. Suddenly, an armed man sprints into the alley, knocking several children to the ground. He pauses to swear and glances back the way he came. A silver-haired lady, clearly dressed for combat and sporting an array of weapons, stands silhouetted at the end of the alley. "Running is pointless, Mad Eye," she says matter-of-factly. "I'm not going back to prison." The knight draws his weapon as the children scatter. Ooh, do we want to help the hunter again? Attack Mad Eye. This one's mine, the woman tells you as you draw your weapon. More armed men suddenly rush into the alleyway. Mad Eye, one of them calls. We won't let her take you. You can have it, lady. I just want to help. You can have the bounty. I have money this run.
If you have some food, then we'll take that.
Yeah, you got any food?
Nothing like the smell of gunpowder to get the blood racing.
Well, this alleyway is narrow. Silver woman immediately rushes forward to stand over Mad Eye, declaring, I'm taking this lowlife in and getting the payment. You can. Swarmable as the woman looks, you turn to search the other fallen men before leaving the alleyway. Gain 5 max life? Yeah, I want that after losing all the max life. Gain, reveal 3 encounters. Or not.
Well, how many cards we flipped already? It turned into food.
Food, though. Yeah, looks like we're going with food. I think all of you are right. I think that's the better. Yeah, I think that's the better choice. Get 2 food. 5 gold. We already did the merchant. Yeah, more food. You leave the troubled town of Iron Peak with the impression you've not seen all it has to offer. Nope, there's still one more thing to do with Iron Peak.
Wits or weapons? Perhaps both will fulfill you
the map
here.
for substance, correct?
Yeah. Kind of what happened. As you approach a bridge high in the mountains, you see that it is already occupied. For Frost, Trapper of Frost, from your viewing angle, you notice the bridge structure has been damaged. With luck, you may be able to knock out one of the supports with a thrown object, causing the bridge to collapse. Will you risk throwing one of your belongings at the bridge, or charge headlong into battle? Fight, throw a piece of equipment, which we don't really have. Because I don't think it'd let me throw the villager axe. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to throw. So it's throw a rock or fight. 2's not an option. I don't have a piece of equipment I'm willing to throw.
Yeah, we should have brought the bard. We could have thrown him.
True, could have thrown the bard. The bard throwers. That is chat. Alright. Do it the old-fashioned way, just fight.
Nothing like blood upon the snow.
Northern Scourge. Got an achievement. Don't run! Oh, how the... It's like he can't do anything. That was weird. Yeah, that threw me off. That was weird. Ropes! Throws make him confused with the bash. Right, doesn't stun anymore. Right, that's right. Gain 4 fame. Deft Eye. Hey, a blessing! Slower spin. Reduce the speed of a wheel gambit. Which I don't think we've seen. 3 food? Okay, great. Finish chasing you later. Yay! 20 gold from chat. Give me the money. Let's accompany Calvadorn to his village. Clan Eyebright's village, hidden in the forest of Mount Fridus, is a burned-out husk. You see no inhabitants within the collapsed walls and fallen roofs. Calvadorn leads you through the trees to the grave mounds, a flat, snowy field dotted with body-sized hills. A few villagers are here, kneeling by the cairns in prayer. You realize they are either old or enfeebled. Your stout companion kneels before 3 graves. They look fresh. The grass is yet to grow over them. He empties a flask of Aramor spirits over the mounds and lets a blessing fall onto the cold earth by them. He motions you to do the same. Yeah, sure. You kneel on the ground, cold, hard ground beside Calvadorn as he bends his head in prayer. The tranquility is shattered by a jagged rock bouncing off your companion's back. You draw your weapon and turn to see an old northerner woman, bent over with age, clutching a basket of rocks. Fierce hatred burns behind her eyes. Get out of here! Get out of here, betrayer! Life burner! The old northerner tears her hair in grief as she continues flinging rocks. Calvadorn flinches as the stones rebound off his flesh, but does not move to defend himself. A group of villagers gather around you. They do not join in, but they do not intervene either. See what happens. The barrage continues, so the snow is stained with blood, and the woman is on her hands and knees, weeping uncontrollably. An elder, his head wreathed in bone and blossom, steps forward, his wrinkled fists clenched with anger. Why have you returned? Calvadorn waves a massive hand at the 3 grave mounds. The elder spits. You bring this stranger tainted with curses into our village on this sacred day? Get out! Without question, Calvadorn lumbers out of the village, his face expressionless. Maybe because we had a curse from the...
Maybe.
From the relic. If we didn't have a curse, that might have gone a little differently. Either way, still have the token. So, got nowhere there.
The longest night, and a symbol of the deepest matters. You would do well to attend to the things that happen here.
Exactly, that or should have intervened. Hard to say. We'll have to see next time. On the longest night of winter, the townsfolk of Stegel set up around a huge bonfire to celebrate the victory of light over darkness. the one night the Empire turns a blind eye to the outlawed use of magic. So, magic is outlawed. You join a group of peasants close to the fire. Taking a sip, the woman beside you offers you a goblet. You politely accept the pungent potion and take a quick swig. Warmth rushes through your body and you fall into a deep hypnotic trance as you stare into the dancing flames. No blessing cards found in inventory. You wait to find yourself in a stable nestled among a herd of cows. On your way out, you spot a few unconscious Empire guards huddled together outside the stable. No blessing cards found. Maybe if we had a blessing, something would happen there? Again, hard to say.
One more relic is within your grasp. Who hired these thieves? That is the true question.
Though their movements are erratic, you eventually track the thieves back to their camp. You catch them frantically loading the relic onto a horse and cart. Just hold them off for a couple of minutes while we ready the horses. Light weapons are recommended against thieves, so you can change equipment in the inventory. I'm fine with what I got. 8 of greed. Good. 4 and 4. Thieves escape in 45 seconds. Versus do so much damage because of the curse. Gotcha. I don't like timed stuff. After clearing out the thieves' camp, you quickly locate the relic. And we get 4 more fame. Torrent's Plate. So, gain a curse. Begging spot. Lose 1 gold each time you starve. Huh. Examine the relic closely, feel a great sense of unease. That's 2. Hey, fishing! Fish now or purchase a premium harpoon. Alright, see the premium harpoon this time. Rena pads off down the docks and returns hastily. Snooze of her arms bulging under the weight of the new harpoon. This will improve your aim, provided you can raise it off the deck. 10 gold. Alright. The pendulum beam will now move slower in this encounter. Oh, it does move slower. Except there toward the end. Eh? Further we go.
That will set you in good stead from here.
Ah. Darn. Missed the bottom. Runner hauls up your catch onto the deck. Horned glooper. Groom glooper. Got fish. Horned gloom glooper tumbles onto the bottom of the boat, gasping. Renna clubs it over the head. She laughs. Amazing catch. You'll eat well off this one. hangs low on the horizon. Rena raises the anchor and says, "Time to return to the docks and distribute the sea's bounty." Armed northerners await you on the docks, a burly warrior reeking of fish and salt water. Rena points at Rena as accusingly. There she is, the one who stole my father's whaling harpoon. Let's teach her what we do to pirates around these parts. Rana, where did you get the fancy harpoon? How things been going? Okay.
If our time has come, so be it.
Still hit me even though I did the stun. Oh, that was lame. Nice work protecting the cargo, says Rana as she rolls one of the northerners off the pier. Very successful haul. 7 food. 3 more food. Rena gives you a casual salute, a bucket of chum dangling from her arm.
Those who are desperate can never hope to get the best possible price.
Sweating trader comes jogging in from the darkened wilds to join your campfire. Thank God you're here. I don't know how to start a fire. It's my first time traveling to the capital. Empire is young. These relics do not belong to them. Culver Jordan grunts sadly. Okay. Buy food, buy equipment, sell equipment, which you don't have anything to sell. See what we got. Frontier Barbeth. 10 defense for the, it's a helm. We don't have a helm. Bash stun duration increased by 20% against Empire enemies in block or when their armor is completely destroyed. After every encounter with a gambit, reveal 1 random encounter on this level. Only 1 helm can be equipped at a time. 45 gold. We have 62. Or we can go and buy food. Or buy nothing. I can equip it. I have the Cursed Helm, but I'm not wearing it. I don't believe. Like, I don't think I have those items equipped. I don't think. See, I don't have it equipped. It's bound it can't be discarded, but I don't have it equipped. Yeah, they count as these blessing and curse stuff. Do we want to buy any food? Yes or no? Thought bound men equipped. Yeah, I don't blame you for that one. Finish trading. Buy the helm. See if I can get the helm to pop back up. Remember, it's random, which is weird. Oh yeah, good, it's still here. Alright, buying the helmet.
Hardly elegant, but possibly effective.
Food or leave? Only applies to the general store card. Just so you know. It's some kind of glitch that's been around since the beginning or something. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Haven't fixed it yet, not sure why. Yeah. Okay, so it's just with the general store card. Good. Good to know. That's really good to know. Alright, looks like we're done trading. Okay.
Here we begin to see the potential of cards based around fame. If you can force them from your deck and into your hands, you can begin to exploit their power.
Alas, the raiders have destroyed our village, the elder explains. We had not a value to steal, mind. I fear they now attack us for sport. Let me give you some advice, he continues. Preparation is key to victory. Never begin a quest without first stacking the deck in your favor. No platinum equipment in the deck. So the elder's gift can go get us a platinum equipment. That's really cool. Looks at you, the paralyzed. May your deeds of greatness ever regaled in song and told in tale. May you ever be remembered. You gained 8 fame. So gives you a bunch of fame. Maybe always, hard to say. But gives you fame and could get you a piece of fancy platinum equipment. So like the ire, for example. That's really cool. And they give you some fame to help you get it. You always get the 8 fame. That's cool. So the 8 fame to help you wield the platinum equipment, he's getting you for free. I agree completely, Kurna. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Yay, thank you, chat, for the food. Ooh. Good day, sir. Oh, he already has the good day, sir hat. Oh, it's a shame.
I wish they wouldn't do that hat if he's already wearing the hat.
Yeah, make it a different hat.
Yeah, make it yo-ho-ho or something.
However, you find some discarded coins. Give me the 10. Okay. Hop. Hop. Arm wrestling for lots more money. Enter a competition of strength at a fair. Gold prize available to winner. Your opponent in the third round is Perilee the Brass Hag. That's a heck of a nickname. She touts herself as a fearsome pirate, but needs the money from this competition to get herself a boat. 14 is our target score. Not an easy roll to get. 9. Ugh. Reroll those two. Come on, boxcar. Jeez, that was terrible. I'd have to roll a 6 just to get it. No. No, we'll just have to start over on this one. Defeat in the third round brings a paltry reward. 10 gold. Take a lesser reward, and then when you return, a new contest will begin. That's fine. But we can see something up there, which is good, because we had an encounter. Bad rolls. It happens. So what was it? Treacherous Wilds. Well, I now know I don't have to go there. Okay. And here. Dangerous Wilds. Musket and Blight Terror. Let's go. Again with the Musketeers and Zeds, right? Guess they must like each other, I guess. All for one and one for all. Even the magic zombies! Gain 4 fame. Equipment. I feel good about the food. What do we get? Valiant Aegis, I've been looking for this.
I have little trust in artifacts that breathe, myself.
Less defense. Every third step does not consume food. Oh man, that'd been really useful earlier. Buckler. Defend adds +1 to weapon charge. Okay, so when we defend with it, the combo meter basically goes up by 1. Shield Reflect. Use defend to reflect attacks from ranged enemies, not block attacks from ranged enemies. Cool. Yeah, I'll equip it. Take a look at it. 25 gold. Yep. $20 gold from chat. Thank you. Continue. Ah, it was another Dangerous Wilds. That's a shame. This will be fun. Oh yeah, it's just a book. Valiant Aegis. Strange mystery, the whims which keep some ancient relics in our hands. while others are but dust. Oh, I should have tried to reflect it. That's true. Shoot again. Oh, they're not gonna get a chance to. Oh well. It's okay. Oh, now the fight begins. Now the real fight begins. Does chat want to keep the top hat or have the crown on top of the dealer for the last 30 minutes? That's the key. With the battle resolved, you scavenge what you can from the remains, you gain 4 fame. Reveal 3 encounter. Give me food. More food. Okay. How much is food? 15 for 3. Okay. Temple Relic. We are the hero. Woman examines you for a moment before falling to her knees in prayer. You have arrived just as foretold, our savior. You recover a relic. Drax Ring. It's cursed. Our new curse is clumsy. All failures are considered huge failures in precision gambits with the pendulum. If you fail, you super fail. Cauldron pokes at it. This relic is before a cauldron can finish, the relics start to vibrate and hum, then glow with an eerie, unnatural light. Mage's Tower. Your eye is drawn to a similar glow emanating in response from a distant tower. Do you think they're trying to tell us something? Cauldron smirks. Let's get moving. And they're trying to tell us something. Head to the Mage's Tower and find the final relic. What's here, though? The Old Maiden. Food, max life, or gold? We're almost at the end, but hey, I'll ask anyway. Where's the last relic, though? And that answers my question. I was thinking the exact same thing, Kurna. I was like, I'm out of cards on the board. And like, oh, yeah. There it is. Ask for longer life. May you live a long life. And plus 10 max life. I'll discard it for food. Just kidding. Plus 10 max life from chat. Thank you. We're keeping the top hat. Oh man, it was tied too. I wonder if it randomizes it when it's tied. Yes, I stream Monday through Friday. Same time. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m.-ish Central Standard Time. With a game like this, if it goes over because we're in the middle of a game, or if it ends early because there's not enough time to start a new one. But that's time. And again, I stream Monday through Friday. Unless something happens, internet goes out, doctor appointment, something like that. Spy versus spy.
I just want to see what it is more than anything.
Chat, do you want to see the spy versus spy before I end this? Because this is probably the last thing here, and then I don't have time for another one. So do you want me to run the 8 steps and show you spy versus spy? Because I'm considerate that way. Yes, yes, yes. No, because Maze is like me sometimes, just has to FTP, fade the public. Oh, well, okay. Oh, man. The wide brim. Like he's, the Witch Hunter. Saltspire, like it's Saltspire. Cool, I kind of like that hat.
It's kind of neat, actually.
Cool. I like that one. Alright.
And now you must begin to ask yourself how these threads connect. Were you simply a patsy for the Empire, or did you hope to be something greater?
The relics lead you to a mysterious tower. You'll need to ascend it to reach the mage at its summit. A storm swells ominously overhead.
The wheel is one of my favorite innovations. It combines many different elements of our game into one.
Oh, man. Success! That is not where I pressed A. So there's some lag.
Excellent.
Or even
a
some
wise decision.
Some randomness to it. Because I pressed it where the 3 successes were to try to be safe, and it still rolled. All right, let's spin the wheel. R. Are there any letter R's? Spin the wheel. Anyway, doesn't stop on a dime. Nope, it sure didn't.
Nope.
As you climb the tower stairs, a voice calls down from above. Do you even know why you're here? How much did they tell you when they ordered you into the wilds? When they sent you out here like a dog after a bone? You continue to wind your way up the tower. And spin the wheel. There we go. Okay. There's a little delay. Yeah. You finally reach the top of the tower. You've been sent here to do the bidding of the true enemy. These relics can be used to defeat him, but here you are looking to return them to him. Used to defeat him. They're cursed as all get. One of Arcane. I hate mages in Hand of Fate 1. I see you bring the relics, the mage says with a grin. A thief can't be trusted to deliver on a job, but one can always rely on the predictability of the Empire to send their dogs. She holds the remaining relic out mockingly. I suppose you'll be wanting this? Cursed blade. Take it, she says calmly, but be warned, its curse will sap your strength and your will to fight, and combat is inevitable, I'm afraid. Or, she continues, you can let me keep it, but, should you best me, it will be lost to you forevermore.
I could not be more pleased to train you. You have every skill Callus lacked. Patience, delicacy, tact, skill.
Interesting. Alright. Here we go. Because we want all 4. Ragnar's Cursed Blade. First we get blunt pokers. Light weapons deal 10% less damage. Well, I'm not using a light weapon, so... The relic is heavier in your hands than you expected, and its presence clouds your thoughts. The mage laughs. Your Imperial Masters would be most proud. Prepare to meet your fate. And that's all 4 relics. You struggle to lift your weapon as a group of thieves join the fray. Cheating. No, not too bad. If we were using the daggers, that would have hurt, but we're not. Alright. 1 of Arcane. Relic Thief Mage. This mage went to extraordinary lengths to gather these relics. Mages shoot projectiles from a distance. Use evade to avoid their attacks. Shoot your projectile real quick. Oh, that's undodgeable.
Trust none of them.
Cheating! I'll deal with you in a second, mage. Alright, you're next. Oh, through the dome. With the relics recovered, you journey back to the Imperial City to claim your reward. Captain Estrella meets you at the city gates. I'll take you straight to the Chief Council. She'll be eager to examine what you've brought back. On the walk to the palace, you explain that you safely recovered all of the relics. This may be a rare day when the council will smile, Estrella says. You can see her trying to catch the words as they come out. My apologies. This is indeed another glorious day for the Empire. Oh, I like it. This will be a rare day when the council will smile. I mean, glorious day for the Empire. The Chief Council looks over the relics you've returned. You've done well. We shall keep these relics safe, lest they fall into less learned hands. Mercenary combat ready. Achievements unlocked.
Every part of this tale is a part of your history, a part of the reasons that bring you here.
For completing the Emperor's expedition, Empire contacts, Palace Armory, that sounds promising, exploring the wilds, a winding trail, it's a familiar card, Deadly Forest. Oh no. It's in red. Brimstone cards offer problems, but it has a token attached to it, so it may lead to something good.
It's gonna hurt you, but...
Yeah, a token. Do you take the risk? Some new equipment for us. Gambler's Jewel. Lord's Diadem. Billy Clubs. It looks like you dual wield them too. This is my Billy Club. And a Mercenary Garb. For befriending the Empire, your supplies have been added to. We can start with the Brigand's Blades that we gave up. But if we want to wield light, we can. And because we got all 4 relics, we get this exquisite blade, which looks awesome just from the picture. And a Man of the World Platinum card. Now, I already like the Platinum cards from seeing the Elder. Wonder what you do. We'll have to see next time. Alright, more tokens that we've earned. For assisting the gnomes in their battle against the goblins, giving them weapons. Gnome Hunt. And it's goblins going after gnomes. Store platinum. Some water. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, what's that? That's different. Has infinity symbol. The Briarfolk have taken root in endless adventures. The Wild Hunt. Endless Adventures is now available from the challenge map. Endless Adventures. Just the dealer on the card. That's cool. Goblins are now causing mischief in Endless Adventures. A round of goblins. Shadow Beast now stalk the land in Endless Adventures. Shadow Games. That's fine. I got a great deck. I mean, I don't even need Exodia. What? Wrong Shadow Game? No. Aid your allies in Endless Adventures. Goblin Favors. Drunken Hero. Blood for the Beast. And that's another gold for us. And we now have access to Endless. So that could be fun. Alright, but I definitely don't have time to start another one. We're getting close to 5. Thank you. It looks like we can do 2, maybe 1 when they get bigger. Maybe 2 a stream. Platinum Adventures? That's new for me. Oh, there you go. Showed you something new.
Sweet.
And definitely want to go back and try to do the High Priestess at some point. But again, that's going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. Still double-digit viewers, which is great. Which is fantastic. And a lot of you are participating and want to do different things, and you're voting and adding a bunch to chat. Just fun stuff to talk about, or stuff in the game to talk about. Thoroughly enjoying streaming Hand of Fate 2. And can't wait for even more tomorrow. So hope to see you all again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central Time, UTC -6. I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.
Are you confused? Complete these challenges and we will be ready to face the usurper.